ahead and let's start in child's pose today. So big toes together, knees nice and wide. You're welcome to take a block underneath the forehead if you like, but get really long. So let's just take a big breath in, get tall through the spine. Exhale, feel seated and grounded into the sit bones and the hips. And now just start to walk the arms forward, soften the heart towards the mat. And again, forehead can be on the mat or it can be on a block, your choice. Let everything soften and melt. And just take a couple of breaths here. With each exhale, can you soften in between the shoulder blades? And now walk the hands to the right. Let that left sit bone melt back a little further. Maybe left hand comes on top of the right. Get a nice side body stretch. Breathe into the outside of that left rib cage. And then walking the hands through center, take it off to the left. Send that right hip back, breathe into the right side of the rib cage. Maybe right hand floats on top of left, soften with exhale. And then walk on back to center. And while you're here, do a quick scan of the body, ladies, checking out the muscles, the joints, head space, energy level. How you feeling this morning as we walk into the weekend momentarily? Last breath here. Go ahead and float that right arm up, big reach to the heavens. Open up to the right side, and then on the exhale, thread that arm underneath. Shoulder ear to mat. Options galore here. You can take those left fingerprints into the mat. Send that left arm up or wrap it around and tuck it in that right hip. We're opening the heart, opening the side body to the left edge of the mat. And go ahead and release that. Come on back to center, you know where we're going. Go ahead, inhale, left arm high, big reach. Exhale, turn underneath that right arm. And once again, you decide what you need to do on this side of the body to find that stretch you're looking for this morning. Last breath here. Come on back to center. We're going to take those knees in line with the hips. We're coming into hero's pose, so you already know if you do not like hero's pose, you're going to take this to a standing position. You're going to do one leg at a time. We're going to do this twice. If you're coming into heroes, your knees are in line with your hips and your sit bones are in between your heels. Heels are nice and tight to the body. So again, we're nice and straight. We're not splaying the knees away. We start by coming back, taking the hands back. If your quadriceps are available for the stretch, we take it down to the forearms. You could always use a block underneath the forearms as well. If you want to open up even more, you can take the entire spine onto the mat. So if you're working with one leg, if you're standing and you're working with one leg, it's the same thing. We're taking energy from that right hip all the way through the quadricep, pressing it down through the knee. So here we're taking the knee towards the mat. When we're standing, we're taking the knee towards the floor. We hold here. We're going to go ahead and release that. For those that are standing, you're going to get ready to set up for the other leg. So again, some knees just don't like this. It's a big, deep stretch for the knees, especially the first thing in the morning. Once again, if you're ready, set up on the other side. And if we're on our sit bones here on the mat, we're going to take it back once again. You decide how far you go. What you want to avoid Is the knees pulling apart or splaying up off the mat? The energy is again from that hip bone through the quadricep, through to the knee, down towards the mat or the floor. You want more, press the knees deeper into the mat. You'll notice the belly of the quadricep opens up just a little bit more. Again, be kind. Big growling in the stomach. Last breath here. If you're standing, come on down and find your fours, all fours. Ladies, we're going to come into a tabletop position. Straight into some cat-cow. So again, we're stacking the arms, knees are underneath the hips. Take a great big breath in. Tailbone and gaze up to the heavens, belly to the mat. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck that tailbone. So nice and slow, just roll into your cat-cow. This should feel really nice. Let's do a couple more. Last one. I want to make sure we're stretched out before we start moving. So we're going to go to the long edge of the back to find our frog pose here. So we're going to take those legs as far apart as it makes sense for your flexibility. Ankles are in line with the knees. So the hips are forward to start, a little easier to get into it. And then when you're ready, we start to send the hips back. Press the knees into the mat, send the hips back and lower down. So again, once again, you can take your blocks. Use your blocks and straps anytime you want to. You want more of a stretch, squeeze in with the knees, send the hips further back, find your groin stretch here and hold. Go ahead and release that simply by floating the hips a little forward. If you want to come up to your arms, you can. By bringing the hips forward, we're releasing that stretch. We're not pressing as much with the knees. Take a great big breath in through the nose. Exhale, send it back. Find your stretch, squeeze in with the knees, hold here. So now go ahead and release that, hips forward. Come onto the hands. We're just going to bring those knees in. We're going to face the long edge of the mat now, ladies, and extend the legs straight out, stack pose. So again, remember, you've got your straps handy. If you like to use your strap here, it's a nice option. Take it to the arches of the feet. Inhale, grow nice and tall through the spine. Big reach to the heavens. And then on the exhale, take a bow over those legs. So again, first stretch, first hamstring stretch. You're going to be a little tight. Be gentle. There's no destination in sight. Listen to your body. It will keep you safe. So go as far as where you feel that first stretch, and then just hold there. We're going to give those muscles an opportunity to wake up before we take them a little deeper. Just hold. Send the breath to the area of the back of the legs where there's a little tension, a little tightness. Go ahead and release that. Come on up. Once again, inhale, we grow tall through the spine. Exhale, take a bow. And release, come on up. Do that one last time. So you're going to take it to where it makes sense for you. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take a bow. You'll probably notice that the legs are opening up for you, a little more forgiving. And release, coming up. If you're using your strap, you're going to keep your strap on your left foot. We're going to take that right ankle onto that left thigh, find your number fours. Before we move, we're going to let that right knee get heavy. What you want to avoid is coming off that cheek. So keep nice and grounded through the sit bones. Let that knee get nice and heavy, so you should already feel a stretch through that hip. And then when you're ready, inhale, grow tall, exhale, take a bow over that leg. So again, if you're using your strap, just a little bit of leverage, you're not tugging at it. And fold. Should feel a nice stretch now into the back of that glute, the outside of that hip. Again, welcome to take a little tension or a little pressure on that knee gently to encourage keeping the hips nice and square, getting a little deeper into that right glute. Go ahead and release that. Let that foot come onto the mat. Bring that foot as close to that hip as you can. We're finding our twist. Take the right hand behind you. Bring that left hand up to the heavens. Inhale, grow tall, and on the exhale, find your twist. So really nice to take the spine through all rotations. First thing in the morning, set you up for your day. We hold. Go ahead and release that. Come on back to center. We're going to extend that right leg. Once again, if you're using your strap, take that strap onto that right foot. Bend that left knee, take that left ankle to right thigh. Once again, let's find some space into the front of that hip. Outside of that hip, we hold here. And then when you're ready for using your strap, we hold onto that strap. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take a bow. So again, we're encouraging that knee nice and square. Hips are square. Last breath here. Come on up, nice tall stack spine, foot to the mat. Drag that foot as close to the hip as you can. The entire shoulder foot's on the mat. Snug that knee in. Just take that left arm behind you. Inhale, right arm high. Big reach to the stars. And on the exhale, find your twist. Big gaze behind you. And release. Come on back to center. Go ahead and take that leg straight out. Once again, if you're using your strap, you can have it on both feet. Take a big breath in, grow tall. Exhale, take a bow. And release. Going back into staff pose. We're going to reach for our elastics, ladies. Go ahead and take them onto the ankles. And you're going to have your legs hip distance apart. So there's a bit of tension on that elastic. Keep that left leg glued down. Engage the core. We're going to lean back a little bit. Try and lean back as little as you can. Keep that leg grounded, spine tall. When you're ready, right toes to the shin. We're going to lift that leg up as high as you can. Hold, come on down for 10. Three, two, last one. Hold here as high as you can. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel your quad. 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take a bow. So you can see we're opening up the hamstrings a little bit more each time. Go ahead and stack the spine. Keep that right leg glued down. Nice tall spine, core is engaged. Left toes to the shin. When you're ready, up it goes for 10, 9. 3, 2, 1. Hold here. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Release. Last time. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take a bow. Now slowly stack the spine. We're going to do some roll-ups here, ladies. So with the spine nice and stacked, core is engaged, take it down. Slow, one vertebrae at a time. Relax the shoulders. Come on up. Slow and controlled. We're going for 10. Once you get to that 90 degrees, you come on back down. Should feel the core working, waking up the belly. Slow, controlled. That's 5. We're halfway. Last one. And now slowly, super slow, we're gonna roll down for 10, 9, 7. Feel the core engagement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Go ahead and bend the knees. We're gonna send those legs straight up. Toes to the shin, ladies. Wake up the calves a little bit. Keeping the sit bones grounded. Arms can be anywhere you want for balance. We're gonna pull those legs apart. So repel them nice and slow for 10, 9, slow it down. 8, you working the abductors. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold here, 10 pulses. Hold, can you repel them a little bit more? 10 pulses. And release that, bring the knees to the chest, give yourself a little rock and roll. A nice little massage for the back. You can play with where those knees are. You know that. It takes that massage up and down the spine. Now come on back to center, up goes the legs. Keep a little tension. So we're not repelling them, but we have them far enough apart that we can feel the tension in through the elastic. So again, arms are anywhere you like, where you're comfortable. We're gonna lower down just enough so that we can feel the spine completely flat on the mat. So it doesn't matter how low those legs go. It's the core that we're engaging. Press down through the belly. That spine's nice and flat, and lower the legs. Now, you stop just before you feel that your back's gonna buckle. Core's ingrained. We're pressing down, we hold for 10. Shakes are good. 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. We're gonna let those legs go all the way down this time. So if at any point in time you need to put your hands underneath your cushion block, we're gonna do that. Slow and control for 10, 9, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take the right hand, left shoulder, left hand, and right shoulder. Press the spine into the mat, but float the neck, head, shoulders up. Take it to a little roll. Remember which arm's in front of you. So if that left hand is over the right, pay attention to that. We're going to switch it up momentarily. Come on back to center. And again, switch the arms. So if the left hand was on top, now the right hand's going to be on top. Once again, imprint first. Neck, head, and shoulders. Come up, take it to a little roll. Just getting the shoulders a little bit here. And back to center, relax. We're gonna flip over onto our bellies. Leave the elastic where it is. We're getting ready for our flutter kicks. Now, if you want to incorporate some weights for the hands here, go ahead and take some light weights, nothing heavy, maybe 2-3 pounds. Because we're working the shoulders, we want to make sure that we're being kind to our shoulders this morning. So again, tops of the feet are on the mat, a little tension through the elastic, so slight V in through the legs. Send the arms straight out in line with the shoulders. If you're using weights, weights are in hands. When you're ready, take a great big breath in. Come on up with the legs first. Come on up with the arms. Hold. Superman for 10. And release. We're going to leave the arms quiet this time. We're going to come up with the legs. We're in 3, 2, and 1. Up they go. And now kick. As fast as you can. For 10, 9, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Hold here. And release. Coming into alternate arm and alternate leg. So again, hip points are firmly into the mat. When you're ready, up goes the right leg, left arm, and switch. And switch. Relax the neck. Breathe. High as you can. Let's do one more each side. And relax. So this time, keeping the tops of the feet on the mat, we're going to bring those weights, elbows in line with the shoulders. Legs are going to stay quiet. We're going to float the chest up. And we're going to come into that breaststroke motion. So when you're ready, in 3, in 2, in 1, up goes the upper body. And now swim it out for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold here, come up a little higher, and just bring those elbows back for 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1, relax. Now take those weights off to the side for now. Ladies, we're gonna come on up, take the hands along the side of the chest, feet are into the mat, come on up and find your cobra. Elbows tight. We'll do a couple of these, you decide how high you wanna go, and relax. Big breath in, next exhale, come on up, find your cobra. Find that stretch in your back that feels so delicious this morning. And release. We'll do that one last time. Take a big breath in. Then on the exhale, coming up, cobra or up dog, yogi's choice. Find that beautiful stretch. And release. Everything comes down. Ladies, we're coming into plank with a variation this time. So curl the toes under. When you're ready, take a big breath in on the exhale, coming up, find your plank. Core is engaged. Take the right foot away and back. Left foot away and back for 10. 3, 2, last one, hold. Go ahead and float those hips back, downward dog, walk it out. Now walking the feet and the hands towards the middle of the mat. Find your forward fold, let it go. Now while you're here, go ahead and reach for that elastic, shimmy it up above the knees. Now here you decide, you might want to use some weights once again, maybe a little heavier, you can go up to go 5 pounds or so. If you like, you can stick with no weights at all if you choose, your choice, always your choice. Your practice, your rules, come on up nice and slow. Bring each vertebrae up. Stacking it one at a time, coming up, nice tall spine. A little bit of shoulder rolls here, go ahead and bring those shoulders up to the ears, pull them back. Let them get nice and heavy. Go ahead and bring them forward. And now just relax. Take a big breath in. Grow tall on the exhale, right fingers towards that right knee. Side body stretch, hold here. Come on back to center, stack the spine, big breath in. Next exhale, left fingers towards the knee. Just do this beautiful stretch in between each of the ribs, getting into the intercostals, and release, coming up. So again, here weights are optional. We're gonna come into some squat work here. If you want a little bit more, go ahead and grab your waist. If you're happy where you are, don't even worry about it. So if you are getting weights, you've got options. You can keep your weights at heart center, or you can float them on your shoulders for the first round. So remember, we wanna see those toes. If you're losing sight of your toes, that means your knees are too far forward. So sit back a little deeper in that chair. So when you're ready, force engage. Take a big breath in, grow tall, and on the exhale, sit back in that chair for 10. Slow and controlled. 9, you decide how low you want to go. 3, we're holding the last one. Come on down and sit, hold here for 10. Gaze is forward, don't look down. We look down, our spine follows. Reach, root through the heels, come all the way up. We're gonna do another set. Now you've got options. Once again, you can stay where you were. If you want a little bit more on the shoulders, we can bring those arms straight up alongside the ears. Yogi's choice. When you're ready, big breath in, get tall, exhale, sit back in that chair for 10. A little softness in the elbows. You don't like that, bring them down. Actually, I'm gonna bring mine down. I don't like that this morning. 2, you know we're holding again. Last one, come on down, hold here. We're gonna add into it. Come up on the toes. 10, slow and controlled, balance. 8, core's gotta be engaged. 5, 3, 2, 1, hold here, root to the heels, come all up. Ladies, take those elbows nice and tight. A little bit of shoulder work, giving those legs a break before we go back to them. Elbows in line with the shoulders for 10. If that's too easy, you can extend the arms up, bring them up for 10. Soften the knees. Last one. And really take those weights in front of the thighs. Just roll down. You lose your weight and just soften. Roll on up one vertebrae at a time. So here we want to be in the middle of our mat. We're gonna travel. So we're gonna travel to one edge of the mat, the other edge of the mat, but we're gonna travel in a low squat position. So again, might be nice to keep hands at heart center. Sit back in that chair, walk it to the right, end of the mat. So we're just traversing our mat. Stay low. Pardon me, a little frog in my throat. Stay low. Legs are busy. Let's go for 3. That's 2. Last one, end your mat. Come on back to center. Hold here, a little lower. A little lower, we hold. Keeping the core engaged, take that right leg out for 10, 9. You should feel your glutes working. 3, 2, 1. Come on back to center, hold. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it this morning. Left leg out for 10, 9. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Root to the heels, come all the way up. Hopefully your butt felt that. That was the goal. We're gonna bring heels together, ladies. Plies. Core is engaged. Relax the shoulders. When you're ready, knees are in line with the toes. For 10. The goal is not to lift the heels. So that dictates how low you go. Eight. We're gonna hold at 10, 9, 10. Stay low. Butterflies. Flutter. 10. Again, 10, 9, 7, 6. And now root to the heels, come all the way up. And one more time. Last set for 10. Two. Last one. Stay down. We fluttered last time for 10, 9. As far as you can. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Root to the heels, come all the way up. Ladies, take those heels underneath the hips, toes point out. You can take it a little wider if you want, yogi's choice. Again, core is engaged, we're coming into our sumo squats. So when you're ready, knees are always in direction of the toes, that keeps them safe. We go down for 10. Root through the heels when you come up. Three, you know we're holding the last one. 2, last one, come on down and hold here. We just hold. We'll add into it momentarily. Again, core's engaged, lift that right heel for 10. Press down with the toes. 3, 2, 1. A little lower. hold here. Right leg stays where it is, left heel comes out for 10. Four, three, two, one. A little lower, hold here. 10 pulses. 10, slow. 9, 8. Should feel your glutes, should feel your legs. 6, 4, 3, 2, stay here and hold for 10. A little bit of a balancing challenge for you momentarily. We're gonna keep those balls of the feet, those 10 toes rooted. When you're ready, both heels come up. We hold for 10. 9, a little lower. 8. Quad should be talking to you. 3, 2, and 1. Heels come down, come all the way up. Then just bring those legs underneath your hips. Grow tall. Exhale, take a bow. Well done. Hold here. Now go ahead and soften the knees. We're going to come down into tabletop position. So face the front of your mat. When you're ready, take those knees down underneath your hips. Once again, before we get going, go ahead and take a couple of cat-cows here. Maybe we can stretch a little deeper. Pardon me. Last one. And now back to neutral table. We're going to come into our fire hydrant. So keep the left side quiet. Don't jet that left hip out. Everything is going straight back. We're going to bring that right knee in line with the hip. Coming up for 10. Three. 10 more. 10. Breathe. 2 and 1. Come on down. 1 cat-cow between sides. Big breath in. Exhale. Back to center. Right side stays quiet. Don't let that right hip jut out. When you're ready, left leg comes out for 10. And another 10. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back. 1 cat-cow. Big breath in. Exhale. Now, ladies, we're going to take that right leg back. Don't worry if that elastic moves on you. Left arm forward. Hold here. Core is engaged. We're working the shoulders. We're working the glutes. We hold. Four, 3, 2, come on down. 1 cat-cow. So keep that right leg quiet. This time we're going to send that left leg back. Right arm forward. Just hold. So the arm and the leg should be parallel. Almost imagine a tug of war between the two, pulling in opposite directions, feeling long, feeling strong. Last breath here. Go ahead and release that. Bring those legs together. Find your shell pose, hips to the heels. Heart over belly, forehead to mat, arms behind you, palms up to the mat. Go ahead and pull the heart away from the thighs. We're going to take our sit bones onto our mats. Before we get too comfortable, we're going to go ahead and we're going to shimmy that elastic onto the feet. Arches of the feet, you know where we're going, getting ready for some core work. Start with the feet on the mat, engage the core nice and tall from the spine. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, we're going to deliver that spine to the mat, making sure the core is working as we do so. And when finally the head and shoulders are on the mat, we're going to float those knees up above the hips. Toes to the mat, a little tension in that elastic, ladies. Keeping that spine nice and flat. Again, arms are wherever you like. Go ahead and send those legs away. So option to straighten out through the knees, but what you don't want to do is lift the lower back off the mat. Keep it safe. Take those legs away. You decide how low they go. Come on back for 10 with control. 3. 'Keep that spine flat. 3, 2, last one. Come on back to center. So we're going to keep those knees where they are. We're going to have the arms alongside of the body. Imprint through that lower back, pull that head and shoulders up. Now simply take those fingers towards the front of the mat so that bottom rib and hip are getting closer, squeezing in for 10, 9, 3, 2, last one, hold here. Just hold. Can you get that rib and hip even closer? Squeezing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the back down. Coming into our bicycles. So again, interlace your fingers gently in behind the head. So we're not tugging on the head, we're not straightening the neck. We're just supporting it. Elbows are in the periphery. When you're ready, we imprint through the small to back. There's that core engagement already. Come on up with neck, head, and shoulders. Right elbow, left knee, send that right leg away. Nice and slow for 10. 3, 2, 1. And again for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Neck, head, and shoulders come on down. We're going to add into this time. So knees are above the hips, toes are to the shins. Come on up onto the elbows. So the upper body's going to stay quiet, but there's that engagement already. The hip and the ribs are already closer. We're going to bicycle here, sending the right leg out, left for 10. Slow. 9. Just feel that core working. 8. 3, 2. Oh, let's do one more for 10. 9. 6. 4. You should feel your core working, ladies. 3, 2. Last one. Go ahead and bring the spine down, the knees to the chest. Give yourself some little block. Go ahead and reach for that elastic, get rid of the elastic. Float the knees on either side of the torso, send the feet up to the heavens, find your happy baby, take it to a roll. Maybe we want to extend through one leg, the other leg. Let's do one more roll. And come on back to center. Go ahead and bring those legs together, knees are bent. So you want to make sure you've got some room off to the side. Shoulders are nice and grounded. Take those knees off to the right. Float them back to center. So they just hover and center. We're going to add into this momentarily. So we're working the obliques here, obviously. Let's do one more each side, and then we're going to add in. So you can stay where you are, or if you want a little bit more, extend the legs and back. Keep that left shoulder grounded. When you send the legs to the left, keep the right shoulder grounded. If it's going to want to lift, don't let it. Last one, and back to center. We're going to take those feet onto the mat. And this time we're going to float those knees off to the right. So there's that left hip shining up to the heavens. Go ahead and take those hands in behind the head once more. So we're gently supporting the head, elbows off to the periphery. Root down through that right hip, and when you're ready, neck, head, and shoulders come up. And again, there's that rib and hip curling in for 10, squeeze it. 9. Don't strain the neck, relax. And another 10, 10. 3, 2, hold here for 5, 4, squeeze it in more, 3, a little more, 2, 1, and release. Go ahead and flip those knees up to the heavens. When you're ready, take it to the left. Shine that right hip up to the heavens. Again, nice and firm with the core engaged. Hands are behind the head. When you're ready, you come on up for 10. Squeeze again, rib and hip get closer. And again for 10. 9, squeeze. 8. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back to center. Go ahead and take those feet back onto the mat. One more time, we're going to float those legs up. Bring those hands towards the heavens. We're imprinted with the spine. When you're ready, we melt down a little deeper through the lower back and pull that head and shoulders up. And now taking the fingers towards the toes for 10. We're going to change it up momentarily. 2, hold here. Now right fingers left, outer left foot for 10. Left fingers outer right foot. 9, reach. 8. 5, 4, 2, last one. Come on back to center. So we're not going to use our arms. Soften through the knees. We're going to take those knees towards the heart, and we're going to lift the tail up off the mat. So if we're pressing through the arms, kind of cheating, we're using our upper body. We want to use the lower abdominals here. So bring those knees forward, lift the tail for 10, 9, You go as high as you can. All core. 3, 2. Let's do 10 more, ladies. 10. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Feet are above the hips. Arms are alongside of the body. Let's find our plow. So again, start to float those legs a little closer. Take the toes in behind the head. Making sure that your gaze is straight. No twisting of the neck here. If this bothers your neck, don't commit to plow. You want to take it deeper, drop those knees in alongside of the ears. We hold. Go ahead and release that. Hands to the mat. Slowly take the spine back down onto the mat. 1 vertebrae at a time. When the entire spine is on the mat, bend the knees to the chest. Go ahead and take it to a little rock and roll. Check in with the body now. How are you feeling versus when you first came to class? A little more supple, a little stronger. Maybe you cleared up some of the cobwebs in the brain. Last little roll. We're going back to center. We're going to end with some twists. Go ahead and take those toes to the mat. When you're ready, float those knees back over to the right. Take your left ear to the mat and hold here. Press the shoulder blades into the mat. Let that head get heavy. Take your gaze back to center, knees back to center. We're going to switch it up. Go ahead and float those knees off to the left. When they arrive, shine that hip to the heavens. Welcome to take that right ear back. Hold here. Come on back to center. Go ahead and extend that left leg straight down. You can keep it bent if you prefer. Take that right into the chest. Bring some circles to the ankles. Switch directions. Relax the ankle. Take that knee. Inhale to the chest, and on the exhale, send it to the outside of that right shoulder. Keep the sit bones grounded. Find a nice stretch on that inner thigh. Back to center. Switch the hand. Left hand to right knee. Keep the shoulders grounded. Take that right knee across the body. So you're noticing we're taking this twist a little deeper. Once again, option to take right ear to mat and hold. And back to center. Go ahead and switch off your legs. Send the right leg down. Bring the left knee to the chest. Fingers to the shins. Make some circles with the ankle. Switch it up. Go ahead and give that ankle a break. Inhale, knee a little closer to the chest, and with that left hand underneath, go ahead and let that knee float to the outside of that left shoulder. Come on back to center, right hand, left knee. Keep the shoulders grounded. Find your twist. Again, option to take that left ear to the mat. Nice big deep twist here. Should feel delicious. Last breath here, coming back to center. Then the left into the chest, right into the chest. Find your happy baby. One last time. Take it to a little roll, ladies. Anything that feels good in your baby, you want to extend. You just want to roll it back and forth. While you're here, think about how you might want to spend your final resting pose, how you'd like to finish the class in Shavasana. Think about what props you may need. If you're ready, go ahead and gather those and then float your way into your version of Shavasana, whatever that looks like. Props are always a nice option. And Shavasana is that restorative pose where we let the sympathetic nervous system get a break. We've worked it. So we want to be supported. We come into our breath. So feel grounded through the sit bones and the shoulders. Let those eyes melt back a little deeper into their sockets. No tension in the jaw, no tension in the brow. Breathing in through the nose for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. We're going to exhale through the nose for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can continue with that breath if you'd like. You can come into your own rhythm. But allow each exhalation to melt you just a little deeper into the mat. Center. And of course, if you've got time to linger in Shavasana a little bit longer, you are more than welcome to do that. You've got a place to be. I'm going to start to bring awareness back to the body slowly, kindly, gently. Waking up. Patience. Introducing movement that feels good. Taking your time. And then without haste, when you're ready, you'll eventually find your way to a comfortable seated position. With the stacked spine. Take the hands to the heart, always grateful that we're well enough to make it to our mats and that we chose to be here. Taking a bow to the heart. I honor the place in you where the whole universe resides, and when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.